I swear, man. It's like you close your eyes, you wake up, and the weekend's over, man. I tell you, man, that trucker's weekend is a mofo, man. Morning, truck buddies. Hey, got to get after it, man. Got to get after it. I'm actually like an hour behind. I should be fine though, but I wanted to leave at 9. But it's one of them things, man. It's one of them things, bro. One of them things. Stop, get the truck wash, fill up. Gotta try to get to Virginia tonight. Gotta try to get to Virginia. Then I'll be at 600 miles. I'll still have almost 200 left to go. I think I'm at like 7 something right now. So I gotta drive it out, man. Gotta drive it out. The place has no parking. It's literally, I read the reviews, there's no parking. So I gotta be there about 10 o'clock and make it do what it do. Hopefully everybody's still enjoying their weekend. I enjoyed mine even though it was short. Yeah. 787 miles, man. I gotta try to make it to, I think it's past Richmond. You know, it's like 600 some odd miles, and it's like a rest area up here somewhere. And of course, I gotta fight traffic in the morning. Once I get around Washington, should be all right. So I have no idea where I'm heading after this. It's gonna be an adventure, man. Definitely gonna be an adventure. We're gonna get after it, get on down the road to get this truck wash and top off, get something to drink, get a nice little cold beverage. I got a water right now, but probably grab a Powerade or vitamin water. But we're gonna get on down this road, man. Let's go get this Peter wash. Go ahead and knock out this Peter wash right quick. It's the first time I seen a little line, man. I got here just in time. They're starting to fill in, man. But yeah, it's the best time to get your truck washed on a Sunday, man. Just get your credit, keep it moving, because you do it on Sunday, you get 2 weeks credit instead of 1 week, where you gotta rush and do it. So you always try to do it on a Sunday when you leave out if you're passing a truck wash. That way, next week, if something happens, you still got 1 more week in the hole that you can wait, or to worry about getting a truck wash later. So no extras, man. Just give me the TMC special so I can get up out of here. Last time I got the engine wash just because I was doing service. But of course, hey, if you get anything extra like the engine wash or whatever, hey, double check it, man, because they ask you, hey, do you want to check it? Say yes. Because I checked mine and of course had them go over it because they missed half the damn engine. Like, I know they're not gonna soak it down, but damn, hey, you gotta at least put some water on that thing, man. Hot to it. All right, so my late start kind of set me up for failure. My late start, and I got the truck wash. Some of those lines, once you drive in there, you're committed to it. So it took me like an hour to get the truck wash, and there was only one truck ahead of me. So it was like a good 30 minutes. I know I did a 30-minute break there, so about 45 minutes. There was only one other truck ahead of me. Well, I'll say 2, because there was one in the bay, there was another truck, and then me. So that put me behind. So in theory, I should have left at 8 o'clock this morning instead of at 10. Or I could have just passed on the truck wash and waited till I got up this way in North Carolina to get the truck wash. But I stopped now because I got a 10 o'clock appointment. If I would have kept driving, I could have drove till 9. I was going to drive till 9:30 till I got past Richmond. But the thing about that is, I was gonna start back at 7:30, give or take, and I still would have had, let's see, 120. It wouldn't have worked out basically. I would have been getting there at 11 instead of 10 for my appointment. So I stopped. I'll get on the road at 5. Still got a 5-hour ride and get there a little after 10. Now, on the paperwork, even though I check the reviews, sometimes you gotta double check everything. It says no on-site parking or overnight parking. Deliveries Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 4. No tarp required. Delivery appointments required. All right. So that's how that works. So like I said, I'm not sure how strict they are, but I should be getting there right at the damn time. So I'm about to use half my clock tomorrow to finish up when it should have just been like 2 hours. But hey, man, them the choices we make, man. Sometimes you want to get that extra hour at the house, or you know you got some errands to run. Hey, them the choices that you make, man. And that's the choice I gotta live with. So I'm at the rest area here in North Carolina. Push come to shove, man. If I got an emergency, got some porcelain in there. See you in the morning, truck buddies. All right, so got unloaded this morning, a little after appointment time. It's funny, man, how things come around full circle. Now, that place I delivered there when I first started with TMC, so I was like 4 years ago. Now, when you go to places and you ain't been to them in a while, some things will just bring back certain memories. And I remember pulling up in there, and it's not super tight, but it's kind of tight. It's kind of congested because there's stuff everywhere. There's already one flatbed getting unloaded. But they pulled me around to the side and I got unloaded right then in my spot. But sure enough, once I got unloaded, I passed the place where I stopped at to wait because they don't allow parking, or there's really no parking because it's a smaller place. They've got just room for their trucks. Now, depending on if you time it just right, there's a little pull off, and like I said, I forgot all about it because I ain't been there in years. There's a little pull off like a half a mile from there that you can park and get unloaded at. I mean, not unloaded, but park at, for the night maybe. It's like a little gas station, but I think if you park enough out the way, you'll be out the way and be fine. So I had two options. I had a 2-drop going back to North Carolina, and then I had another load going to Connecticut. So one paid X amount of dollars, the other one paid more X amount of dollars. So I took the one that paid the most X amount of dollars for the least amount of work. All right, so that first load was a 2-stop tarp stone, or some kind of stone, so it must be some fancy stone, going to Rock Hill and Charlotte or something like that. But I took I'm here in Carlisle because I was 35 miles from it, going to Connecticut. Bloomfield. I ain't been up Bloomfield, Lord knows. It's been at least 2 seasons since I've been up there. But they do have parking. The problem is I'm not gonna be able to make it because I only got 4.5 hours left on my clock, and it's a 5-hour ride without traffic. Okay, so hey, it is what it is, man. But like I said, I'm on a heater right now. I'm trying to catch this lightning in the bottle, and I want to keep up the momentum, man. I just couldn't see myself going almost 500 miles for what the load was paying compared to this one that's going 300 miles and it's paying twice as much. So anybody has any inkling about math, you can read in between the lines about how much the load probably kind of paid. But I've been here before, but you get loaded in different places, man. This Carlisle is huge, but luckily they don't want no parking right here because you need that space right here to back up, to back in. It's kind of tight. It's not super tight, but I pulled it right where that van is. I backed in the J16. Now I'm assuming I got to go back out to where I checked in at Dock G and get my paperwork, I think. But about to get loaded now. Heading to Carlisle. Not heading to Carlisle. Heading to Connecticut, man. So, hey, man. When things are good, man, hey, you just want to hold on to it and just keep going in the right directions. Think happy thoughts, man, because I tell you what, things will get tight and things will be kind of trying sometimes, but you gotta stay motivated. You gotta just, like I always say, don't worry about tomorrow's problems today. And that's all that matters. All right, man, I'm in some uncharted territories, man. So it took about 2 hours to get loaded, so I'm on a split right now if I want to. But I stopped here at the Pilot to grab a shower and fill up. Now, the only problem is I've got 3.5 hours left on my clock. Now, in theory, that's a lot of time. But I've been looking at something. I've been looking at my route. Now, there is other truck parking along here, but it's going to be hit or miss. All right, it's already 5:30. I'm in line to take a shower. It's shower day. I'm going to get a shower. I've got plenty of time, so I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. But right there in Allentown on 78, it's kind of backed up. I don't know how far. The plan was to get on 287, and stop somewhere around here. I think it's in Morristown. It's like a rest area right there. That was the plan prior to it taking me 2 hours to get loaded and me stopping to fill up. So, as you can see, I got 270 miles still. Instead of me fighting traffic and hoping and praying for it parking, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Now, if I ran this area before, if I was familiar with the area, I'll go ahead and keep driving since I got 3 hours. But I'm not going to do that. It's just, I ain't sure. I'm not in the mood trying to figure it out on the way. So, can I rebound tomorrow? Yeah. So, it is what it is. So, I'm going to go ahead and shut down. I'm going to leave about 4 in the morning. Get there around about 9. I should be able to do a 2-hour break. Get unloaded and start heading my way back south. I say that, and I might get dispatched to New York or something crazy, because where I'm delivering to, there's a few places. I'm trying to think. I know the distribution centers there that we pick up or used to pick up. I'm not sure if Western Express ran some out of there or not. But there is other stuff here that we pick up in Connecticut. I think Bristol, I know we take stuff to Bristol, Waterbury, and Naugatuck. I think there's lumber up here. So there might be a good chance I can grab some lumber here and start heading down south. All right, but we'll see. Heck, I might even get dispatched to go down to the damn port. I mean, who knows, man? But that's what I'm gonna do right now. So like I said, I'm gonna chew half my clock up tomorrow, which I've already did it today anyway, so it's really no difference. I wasn't gonna be able to park up anyway, but I'm a damn pop smoke first thing in the morning, man. 4 or 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock at the latest. Get there, like I said, by 9, 10. Be there in line, because I know I'm not gonna be the only truck there. I've got road roofing, so sometimes they unload it first, and sometimes they unload it last, or sometimes they just unload it whenever the heck they feel like. So I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna grab a shower, get comfortable, and do it all over again tomorrow, man. Like I said, I mean, I'm still doing pretty decent, man, with revenue with the 2 loads. Hopefully, deliver this one tomorrow. I'll be at a good amount. So, hey, man, it is what it is, man. But the rates are definitely better up in the east, usually. And yeah, enough rambling. It's time for a shower. Hey, while I'm waiting, yeah, I haven't had this road roofing in a minute, man. But there's a few places up here that have the same stuff, just made different. So, got 4 tiers. Did a belly strap on the second one. Alternate my straps. Hate this stuff, man. Stuff be flapping in the downwind, man. Easy money, man. 32,000 pounds. Tell you, man. Well, you can't park nowhere, man. They want to run you out everywhere. These guys don't know how to damn clean up after themselves, man. But that's that, man. So I'm gonna get on the road by 4 o'clock in the morning. And like I said, beat all that damn traffic. Shouldn't be too much going on going through around New York City. So not too bad, man. Not too bad. I'm gonna see how many trucks it's gonna be tomorrow, man. I could get lucky. It could only be like 1 or 2, or it could be like 10. But going by that damn 11 o'clock appointment that I have, I'm gonna say it's gonna be at least 3 other trucks at least. But man, like I say, man, if I was running the area that I know, if I'm still running down 95 or something like that, if I'm running an area that I know, I would keep driving, you know. But when you're not sure, you got plenty of time, you don't feel like rushing, hey, just shut it down, man. Like I said, 5:30, by the time I get ready to stop in another hour, well, I'll say an hour, but another 70 miles, 100 miles, it's not gonna be any parking, or parking's gonna be kind of tight. So whatever, man. Morning, truck buddies. Here we go, man. Hey, 4 o'clock, man. Up and at 'em, man. So go ahead and get this day started here. Should get there around about 9:30, give or take. Now, if you know about this area, if you know about New York in the George Washington Bridge, man, hey, if you can, you go around it, or you try to go through the first thing in the morning, like early. And that's what I'm trying to do, man, avoid that nonsense. It usually gets a little hectic in New Haven also. But 270 miles, we'll call it 5 hours. Should get there around about 9, give or take. It says 9:30. Should be there long enough, if possible, to do my 2-hour break. Like I said, sometimes you get unloaded first, sometimes you get unloaded last when you have this road roofing. So I'm betting on the latter. All right. But hey, man, let's see how this works out, man. Let's see. Like I said, I could grab something that takes me right back to Florida. Might get something else. See, this is from yesterday. It was showing an accident or something like that. But we'll see once we get going. All right, man. Here we go. All right, that wasn't too bad. I guessed right. Got here like a little after 9, or about right at 9 o'clock. It was 4 of the trucks here. 1 was getting unloaded and 3 were staged. Hey, but they had everything set up. I mean, they was knocking trucks out. Like, I'm the one, since I had the plastic or the road roofing, I'm taking the longest. It took about an hour and a half, give or take, because they only do 2 at a time, and it was 16 total lifts. They can only do 2 rolls at a time, but still not bad. I was here, got my 2-hour break in. So 11 o'clock. The appointment was for 11. One other truck showed up. He's about ready to go. They got 2 more lifts on me, and that's it, man. So I'm going to bet on going to the Home Depot distribution center. That's just because it's right here. I could just grab something around here and take to maybe New York, Pennsylvania area, grab something from around there, and then head back south. That's just thinking out loud. But who knows, man? Who knows? Heck, I might get something that goes right back south if I have any options. So I'm interested to see how the rest of this goes. But I'm just about done. I couldn't ask for anything better than this, man. Like I said, some job sites you get to and they're a circle jerk. This one, hey, the crane was already ready to set up and they was knocking them out. Like I said, I got here at 9, so it's no telling what time they actually started. They might have started at 7 or 8. I'll say 8 o'clock. But hey, man, a win's a win. 3 o'clock, man. 3 o'clock. So, guess wrong again. So I got to go to Buchanan. I ain't been here in freaking forever. It's been at least over a year. 2-hour ride, man, to go 100 miles. This place is off in the sticks. I got to go to damn Jersey. Now, in theory, I got enough time to get there to park up because they got parking where I'm going. If not, I'm screwed. But whatever, man. Sat all day to get this. So I guess a load's better than no load. Let's get on down the road, man. 100 miles to Buchanan, New York. All right, man. So I'm freaking soaked, man. Freaking soaked. It was preloaded. Hey, you don't get paid to tart once, man. In this case, you don't get paid to tart for this one at all. So it is what it is, man. Make sure your stuff's dry and go on about your business. Got lucky it was preloaded. So, of course, I got a trailer that's been a problem for the last driver. Had a blowout. He put the damn tire in the bottom of the damn trailer, which was freaking stupid. We could have just gave it to the guy to take with him. But whatever, man. Tell you, don't get caught up in trying to get that tarp perfect, man. Hey, just put the straps on there and go. All right, this place got parking. I got to go play in traffic for a little bit. 7:13. I should get there around about 10 o'clock, hopefully. No later than 10. No later than 10. Get my time back at 8. Damn. Try it down. Well, it ain't super tight, so it should be all right. So I'm thinking about when you get an uneven load like that. But legs are up. Done it just good. Did my tug test. I'm telling you, man, don't take that stuff for granted, man. I almost flipped the damn trailer doing that up in Shippingport in Pennsylvania. I didn't physically check the fifth wheel, make sure it was latched in and the fifth wheel was flush. Started driving, heard a noise, and I stopped just in time. So I had to physically crank it up. Luckily I didn't drop that damn trailer. So I'm just doing my once over. Now, if you get a landing gear leg like this, hey, you gotta secure it, man. You can't have that thing dangling. Give DOT a reason to pull you over. So let's put a bungee on that. So I'm heading to New Jersey, man. Heading to New Jersey. It's ugly, but it'll ride, man. 135 miles or something like that. Might be more than that. But all right, man. Let's try to go get parked up. All right, it's been a long freaking day. So my day started at about 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning. As you can see, it's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, man. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. This place have parking. It says, now this is the first time I've been here. Now, anytime you go somewhere, you're not sure about the parking, hey, make sure you're not blocking their gate. They got a big old sign up there that says, do not block gate. I was parked on that side, but that's their freaking parking lot for, I guess, the cars and whatnot. So I backed up. Now I'm backed off here off to the left. Now the good thing is, thank God, once I get unloaded, there's a spot for me to wait out here in front once I get unloaded and turned around. So I'm thankful for that, because it's been a long freaking day, and I'm not gonna get my time back till 11, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Now it was only a 2.5 hour ride, but doggone, going through Jersey, there's the interstate was shut down, so I had to take the turnpike the whole way. It's been raining and storming, so averaging about 35, 40 miles an hour. Once it cleared up a little bit, and once it started getting cleared up, traffic wise, was able to get up to speed. But hey, it is what it is, man. So I had a little bit of time to spare. 24 minutes. That's like an eternity sometimes. If you're used to running your clock down to 2-3 minutes. Now, push come to shove, if I need to do a split, I'll be getting some time back at 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, but I'm gonna try not to do that. Hopefully I get unloaded and get my 10-hour break in. And I read the reviews about this place, so it's gonna be hit or miss tomorrow. I'm gonna go in here with an open mind, and whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Now it's raining right now still. Hopefully it's not raining in the morning. If it's raining in the morning, it's gonna suck, because I'm not gonna be able to pull my tarp off, and depending on where I get unloaded at, and I had to do it before when I was up in Maine. You pull the tarp back a little as you unload. I mean, it is what it is, man. You don't want no load claim, and there's one less thing to worry about. Like, you can get wet, but if that wallboard, that drywall gets wet, it's no good. So we'll see. Gonna shut down, and we will see you in the morning. All right, morning, truck buddies. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Hey, it started at 7 o'clock. I was done at 7:40. Now, when you read reviews about places, sometimes you got to take them with a grain of salt. Like I said, in and out in 40 minutes. Everybody was friendly. 2 trucks to unload me. Places like that, I make sure I always go back to leave a review when there's like a bunch of misnomers and stuff like that, because I was the only truck there. Another truck pulled up, a van. I have no idea how he's going to get unloaded. He's got a truck full of, I don't know, but I don't see their dock. But anyway, so now I wait, man. I get all my time back in like another hour. So I'm pretty sure by the time I get dispatched or they get back into the office, I'll have my time back. So in theory, I need directional freight. I need something else to keep heading down south. I could go to the port, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm not even gonna guess where I'm going next. I think the reason why I got dispatched late yesterday is because they don't want me to deliver yesterday, which I wouldn't have done that no way. I would have got here about, right there in time to get unloaded, but I want to send them empty, and I just would have waited till in the morning. So, but that's probably what they was banking on. You know, they didn't want to have me sitting empty last night. So that's probably why I got dispatched late yesterday. But now we wait, man. I've already had breakfast. It's going to be a great day, man. All right, so I guessed right. I'm going to go up to Bolzano, man. This place is hit or miss. You got to have a twit card to get escorted around. This is where you get the soup cans from, and they help you do the chains. I'm thinking I'm getting the same thing. Now, I had two options out of there. I could have went to Tennessee or went to Maxton, North Carolina. Now, I've been to Maxton before. The only reason I didn't take that one was because I got to be there before 9 o'clock. And I'll be cutting it kind of close to make that appointment, for tonight. So I took this one here going to Tennessee because they unload 24/7. And I'm still not going to get there tonight. But at least I know once I get my time back first thing in the morning, I can go ahead and get unloaded and get redispatched. So that's my thinking behind that one. It's like $100 more for 100 more miles, but I didn't do it for the miles or the money. I did it because the unload time is 24/7. If I would have took that one to Maxton, I would have been pushing it kind of short or cutting it kind of close to get unloaded. And then it's just too many unknowns, man. So I take the one so I don't have to rush and get unloaded. Now, if I wanted to, I could leave now, but it's going to throw me off. I only have, 35 more minutes I get all my time back. That'd be foolish to leave now and then have to do another 2-hour break. So I'm just going to go ahead and just wait the 35 minutes, and then I'll get on down the road with a full clock. All right, so whenever you have time, you always want to try to, trip plan and get your thoughts together while you got the time. That way you're not rushing, trying to figure out what you're going to do about parking and whatever else other nonsense. All right, so I'm going to this Ball Metal Food Container in Dandridge, Tennessee. I read the reviews on Google. They don't have overnight parking, but they do unload 24/7, as the dispatch says. So I'm not going to be able to make it there tonight anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. So I already wrote my directions down to where I'm going for the pickup, number 1, and number 2, the delivery. Verify the directions already. I try to get some ideas where I want to stop. All right, so Bristol, Tennessee is 537 miles from where I'm at now. It's a rest area. So I'll probably try to make it there. If not, there's I think a Love's, or there's a truck stop a little after that. But that's, worst case scenario. It's I need a shower and I need to fill up. So I try to do them at the same time. I'm going to stop at the one that's 326 miles. That'll put me at almost 900 miles. Instead of the first one was 450 miles, I'll be at 1,000 miles. But that's Fort Chiswell in Virginia. But I'm going to try to get to this, the second one I wrote down. It's 326 miles. And it shouldn't be that late into the day to where I can get my shower in and get back on the road. All right, so like I said, I do this every trip, man. I'm telling you, you got to make good habits, man, because the worst thing to do is to be out there on a whim and, you didn't trip plan, and then you're trying to figure out where you're going to stop at. You're trying to figure out, you got to fill up, or something happens, or it's an accident. You're running short on time. So you kind of have an idea, like, okay, if I do Bristol, Tennessee, that's 537 miles. And I'll be just about there to my delivery, okay? So that's how I do that every time, man. Every time. I want to show you something right quick. Now, usually when we get these, depending on where you load at, they do the damn choke chains for you. But where I got loaded at this time, they didn't do it. So you put a horseshoe chain front and back. All right. Horseshoe chain front and back. And also put a horseshoe strap. So you can't never have too much securement. Look at that before I throw the tarp on. 4 straps, 4 chains. Kind of crooked, but you get the idea though. All right, so I'm a little bit behind, but ain't no big deal. I ain't got no rush. I ain't gonna get there tonight no way. So you kind of want to make sure you take your time and do it right. I'll probably give this tarp job a C-, man. As slow as I went, man, I thought it would have been less wrinkles, man, but hey, whatever. You only get paid to tarp once. So, going to stop there in Virginia, grab a shower, refuel. Try to get to Tennessee. If all else fails, I just stop at 9 o'clock tonight and start when I get my time back, or whatever, or however it works out. Just want to time it just right to where I go, deliver and be empty, that somebody's gonna be in the damn office. That's be the worst thing, is empty and you gotta sit around and wait, which is gonna probably happen anyway. But that tent tarp, front and back. Tell you, horseshoe chain, front and back. 42,000 pounds, man. And I got the worst luck with this thing. Every time I seen it step down, like if that latch is up or out, last time the latch was out like that, I stepped down, and somehow I got caught on my damn pant leg. So I gotta be extra careful with that. Clumsy as hell sometimes, man. Show you my side box right quick. Now, there's nothing wrong with my side box, but I've got my tarps in there, my lumber tarps, and it keeps pressing on that latch. The bottom latch is broke. So when I was getting ready to go get loaded, I made my way around the building. I'm looking out my mirror, down door is wide open. Now the damn, the tarps didn't fall out. I caught it in time. So, something that you gotta be aware about if you got extra stuff in your side box, man. Make sure it's secure. So that'll be the worst thing. You rolling down the highway, 65 mile an hour, and that joke will fly out. Like I said, the speed I was going, I wasn't too bad. 609 miles. All right, here we go. All right, so I didn't get as far as I wanted to. It was a whole bunch of traffic, of course, in damn Baltimore and Washington. It was just a damn circle jerk. But I was able to stop, get a shower. I filled up. I went on my spots that I didn't have written down. So I made that happen. You gotta be careful when you're parking, because state trooper made that truck move, man. I hope he ain't about to do the same thing. That's one thing about like Virginia, North Carolina. A lot of them places, they're really strict. I mean, like I said, you always run across places that have no parking signs, but you still kind of make a spot, and then usually you're all right. I think he's gonna try to squeeze on that side over there. But that's the only bad thing about when you wait kind of late to park, So he's good. He gonna barely fit. I seen them flashing lights. I was like, oh man. Sure enough, man, he knocked on it. Told him he had to move. So now where I'm parked at, I made a spot too, but it doesn't say no parking. Still have 248 miles to go. Like I said, it was just kind of messed up because I was trying to get closer. I was trying to make it to Tennessee. But hey, I got my shower. I'm filled up. And I'll get going at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna get my time back. So yeah, man, you gotta be careful and think about what you're doing when you stop for the night, man, because that truck that's here in the middle, they were blocking the aisle halfway. But somebody had knocked on their door. Of course, they ain't answer. I guess they finally looked out their curtain and then they pulled forward because they was blocking that spot, but they pulled forward. But it's been a long, productive day. Time to lay down. 10 toes up. Time to count some sheep. Oh, shout out to my truck buddy I ran into in damn Bolzano Port. I'm terrible with names, but he follows the channel, man. We chopped it up for a good little minute. He had got it there like, I think he said 7 o'clock that morning. And hell, he didn't get called until, I think 10. And I think I got called right after him. But places like that are hit or miss. I mean, literally I waited, I think an hour and a half to get loaded. But when I went back there, it took 10 minutes to get 2 pieces. So, yep, hurry up and wait. All right, man, I ain't been here in freaking forever, man, but last time I was here, it took literally 24 hours. I was here for over 24 hours getting loaded. All right, so if you've never been to Apply Gym here in Jasper, Tennessee, they got some decent docks. They're not really, really tight. You got more than enough room to operate and maneuver. If they don't have any trailers right there, you can pull all the way up and back in. When they load you, if you need to do bellies, they're gonna do their first layer, and then they'll put an X on where you're supposed to throw your strap. All right, so I throw a strap. The first one, that middle one, and middle and the end. All right, so, man, I don't like this stuff, man. It's janky as hell, honestly. You gotta tighten it just right. You can't really, it's almost like wallboard, but you gotta tighten a little bit tighter than that. So, you see the crates buckle just a little bit. I put a half twist in most of the straps to cut down on the vibration. I guess they did that on right side back, so it wasn't out towards the end. So you definitely want to catch that stuff on the load checks. Yeah, I haven't had this stuff in a while, man, but this is what it looks like. I couldn't get loaded. I mean, I couldn't do a video because with how the stuff was loaded, you wouldn't have been able to see nothing. Plus, you got to stay in the truck. Oh, I'm glad I see. That's why I was walking around and double check myself. So I missed the whole damn strap. There's one strap missing. That's the strap I need. That's the strap I need. Fairly straightforward though. Usually you can get most of the stuff. It's in a straight box, and you might have to tarp it. I guess Kimes, they must have came in here and undercut everybody because I guess they're the carrier of choice. But it happens, man. Everybody gotta eat, man. Everybody's gotta eat. Do this one strap right quick. Should have known it didn't look right. It wasn't tight. All right, so that's why I'll double check myself, man. Double check and triple check. Now, like I was saying though, alternate your straps, you know, the best that you can. All right, put no opposite tension on them. Now, loads like this, you drive the load. Drive the load. All right, so that means you're driving more careful. You're slowing down in corners. You're increasing your following distance. You're extra safe with stuff like this because this stuff will get sideways on you real quick, literally. All right. So stuff like this, you always want to check your mirrors. You always check your mirrors every 3 to 8 seconds or whatever. You do your load checks more often. You want to keep an eye on this stuff, man, because I'm telling you, it'll get sideways on you. You don't want that to happen. But that looks pretty good. Now I'm not gonna be able to deliver tomorrow, just because I got loaded so late. Yeah, I got loaded late and unloaded earlier at the first drop. It was like 2 hours. Even though it was pretty much, I think what happened was Melton, like I guess he never been there before either. But you're supposed to check in. They give you a number to call so they'll come unload you. So we sat there for a while. I didn't know. I was just sitting there. I was thinking they was on lunch or something. But once the guys came back, Melton asked me if I had checked in. I was like, no. He said, go back to the front and check in. So I went back to the front, checked in, gave my paperwork. He wrote a number on the paper. He said, when you get back there and you're ready to get unloaded, call this number so I can page him and tell him to go back there. So that's something I can think of why it took so long the first time, because Melton didn't call the guy. They didn't call to check in to let him know that it was there to get unloaded. Maybe did, maybe didn't. But they signed paperwork. But like I said, that took time. And then had to fight traffic all the way here. I got to fight traffic again. Now, I've got about 3 more minutes till my 2-hour break's complete. See, 17, yeah, 15, 16, 17, yeah, 2 more minutes. I should get 3 hours back. Now I'm just gonna go 60 miles to get to Resaca. Get to Resaca, Georgia. Hopefully get some parking, get a shower, and treat myself to is that Denny's? Yeah, I think they got a Denny's there. Treat myself to Denny's. But this for Monday, like I said, I want to deliver tomorrow, but I won't be there by 2 o'clock. Everything had to line up perfect for me to leave to get there at 2 o'clock. Like I said, the 3-4 hours that I spent, wasted, that's time I could have been driving down the road. But hey, everything happens for a reason. Now, I also got delivered this Monday, or it might even be Tuesday, because I got a VA appointment, and I got to do that first thing Monday morning. Now, TMC's pretty good. When you have like legit doctor's appointments and stuff like that, they'll make sure they get you home for your appointment. Now, you got to do your best to try to schedule them on a Monday, not a Friday, because it lines up better. You're starting the week off, they'll have you deliver something towards the house. You do your appointment, you get on the road and do whatever, instead of trying to do it Friday where they're rushing to get you back home, Thursday or whatever the case might be. But I know sometimes you can't help that, but try your best to get your appointment on a Monday, which I did. So got that. So do my appointment, go deliver, and then try to play catch up. This one pays pretty good. It would have been great if I could have got it on this week. This week would have been awesome. But I still did pretty decent. I still did my $5,000 to the truck on, was it 3 loads? 3 or 4 loads this week. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. Did 4 loads this week, so it's pretty good, man. It worked out how it's supposed to work out. But I got another minute and get on the road. Hopefully traffic's cleared up a little bit. So I got to go through Chattanooga. Once I get through Chattanooga, it's downhill from there. I only got, I'm only going to do 60 some odd miles to Resaca to grab a shower and grab something to eat. But, hey, man, tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's make it happen. Bam, got my time back. So now, if I'm feeling kind of froggy, I can drive a little bit more. But I'm banking on bad traffic still, and I just gotta go 67 miles. So that should be more than enough time to go 67 miles. But we'll see. Up in the morning, out of the rack. Hey, man, I shut down kind of early. I made it to to what you call it, Rasaka, but the pilot was about 90% full. I was about to back into a reserve spot. I made a loop around because I didn't want to blindside back or for whatever reason. By the time I looped around, there's somebody backing into the spot, so I just came up to the rest area. Now, I got time back about 10 minutes ago. Now, this is all the time I need to get to the house. So I don't need to wait another 3 hours to get my time back. All right? I only need 7 hours. It's early, it's 5. I should beat Atlanta rush hour traffic and be home at a decent hour. So we shall see. But yeah, man, sometimes, hey, people always ask me about, hey, you should do a video on how split laws work. I would like to, but I don't want to give you bad information. Only thing I do is I go by what's on my computer. Now, the actual science behind it, I don't know. So I don't want to give out no bad information. All I know is if I do a split, the following day, if whatever time I'm supposed to get time back, it says gain time at whatever time is, I always get up and check it. Sometimes you get enough time back, sometimes you don't. In this instance, I get enough time back. So I'm about to tear my ass so I get onto the house. Let's see what we're working with. All right, I've been here about 30 minutes, give or take. I'm in a different damn spot because they're doing some fill-in where I park at. So of course, out of courtesy, gave these folks a call, which they should have did to me. Said they was doing construction in my spot. Someone had no problems parking, but slight inconvenience, no big deal. Made it home. Waiting on my wife now. I was gonna walk home. That's how close I stay. I mean, it ain't super close, but it's walking distance for me. So I actually got a bigger spot too. But once you park in a certain spot, you're so used to it, getting set up and whatnot. You like just doing the same thing when you park. But done. Get this weekend started. Walking around the trailer. Hey man, apparently there's been like some kind of breach or something going on with Microsoft. So luckily I was able to fill up when I got to Pilot because they were saying cash only. But I was able to fill up. Double check my load, double check the tractor, the trailer. Make sure everything's good to go. If I needed some repairs, I needed something to go on with the truck, I could call it in and get it fixed while I'm home. Wasn't too bad. Like I say, when you drive the load and not the tractor or the trailer. You got stuff like this that's kind of high, like this, kind of uneven. You take slower turns. You're not jerking your steering wheel. No sudden movements, no sudden lane changes if possible to avoid, so you don't get no load shift. Because this stuff here, man, I've seen it get tilted and I've seen it getting sideways, and it's a damn pain in the butt to get it fixed. So to avoid that, you just freaking take your time. Like I said, I thought I was gonna get my exercise today, but my wife said she gonna come pick me up. I might just go ahead and start walking and see how far I can make until she gets here. That way I can get some kind of exercise. I gotta go back and cut the grass. She kind of damn threw my plans off because I wanted to damn go get some flowers and stuff. I can still do that, I guess. Grab some beer and get some laundry going and just start enjoying the weekend, man. Like I said, you don't get home often too early, but when you do, man, enjoy it, man. Like I said, you gotta enjoy it. So my wife's here. Enjoy your weekend, truck buddies. We'll see you on the next one.